mi hija, no, es que yo no tengo minutos. Y él llamó a ese muchacho y que le dijo que le dio el número de Kevin. Ya lo voy a llamar él. Pero ya llamó a él y ya le dio el número de él. Está relajado. Yo le voy a decir a él que lo llame. Por la bomba. la... Dice que a veces me la noche ahí, yo de todas maneras se la pago. Dice que mi yo le pague y que vea que esto es que nos va a separar a menos con esa llama. Me dice que mi yo le pague y que tranquilo que nosotros le pagamos de eso.
Zinchenko. Adebayo. Oh, and Dragovic with an uncertain moment, and Foden pounces. Amate. There's Foden. Zinchenko. That's the pushing out. Zaki and Iheanacho hoping to put Manchester City into a bit of a hole here.
Well, if you're Leicester City, Mangala is the one player you want in possession. He isn't the greatest ball player, big strong defender, quick as well, but not too good with the ball at his feet.
Certainly the one to target with the press, perhaps, for Leicester in particular, but Gabriel Jesus has found a way out of trouble there. This is Yaya Toure. Bernardo Silva. Danilo. Foden. Previous start was at left wing back. Foden. Zinchenko operating in the left back position this evening, who would, I suppose, ideally like the players at number 10, as almost everybody does these days. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Zinchenko again. Seen him play as a number 10 this season for national sides at various levels for Ukraine. Yaya Toure. Brighton and King looking to attend to Foden. All they'll do is concede a free kick. Foden again. Yaya Toure. Frontline keen to apply the pressure at times for City, and Adebayo and Mangala's life difficult.
Yeah, it's pretty clear Iheanacho and Okazaki not playing as a front two. Okazaki just dropping back into midfield to help out. I think maybe when Bravo's looking to play out from the back, they can press the game. At other times, just going to sit off, and Okazaki can drop into the middle of the park.
Pretty similar Leicester side to the one that defeated Leeds in the last round here, where they had to come from behind. Zaki and Fuchs, the notable additions tonight. Fairly similar Manchester City side, one that couldn't break Wolves down in regulation time. Brahim Diaz making his relatively diminutive presence felt. Zinchenko. Diaz again. Zinchenko. Gabriel Jesus.
Jesus' movement always impressive me, the way he just drops off centre-halves up against Dragovic and Maguire, two solid physical centre-halves. So the last thing he does is play up against them, drops into pockets of space or in between them. His movement is fantastic.
Showing again, looking towards Brahim Diaz here. He couldn't quite grow enough. Well, Pellegrini was a big aid in his capture from Malaga. Certainly has worked hard at his game, apparently trained and played for almost a year, prioritising using only his left foot to make what he did with his right as natural with the left.
Pretty clear City, passing the game, dominating the ball, but Leicester City, got to be patient. Even though you're at home, you want to be on the front foot. And the opposition keep the ball as well as this. You've got to be disciplined, get your shape right, your defensive shape spot on. You go to sleep for a second, that's what City are waiting for.
Here's Zinchenko. Foden. Here's Iborra. Certainly a player that's improving with every week for Leicester. Here's Chilwell. Dragovic, the Austrian, who hasn't had too many chances to shine with the Maguire-Morgan partnership seemingly immovable.
City will work very hard to try and get the ball back. That's a feature of any Pep Guardiola side. So for Leicester, when they got the ball at the back, it's very important Okazaki and Iheanacho give them something to actually play out too, because sometimes you'll jab that ball into midfield. That's what City want. They'll win the ball back in there. So very important, the centre half, the full-backs look to the front two and try and find them with quality service so the Leicester side can get up the pitch.
Gundogan. Suppose in this situation every minute helps really. Get himself right back up to speed. All bright and biting. Robbing Zinchenko. Here he is again. Fuchs. Meeting in this competition 2013. City won the quarter-final here by 3 goals to 1. And on to win the trophy. Torres put that much replayed piece of League Cup history against Sunderland. Play.
Actually, some decent possession there for Leicester, but they can't get out their own half. City ping them in. They can't get the ball up to the front two and relieve the pressure.
Fuchs in trouble. Oh, and Hamer has to beat it away. Bernardo Silva involved again. Gundogan. Well, Foden may have inadvertently not helped his side scores momentarily. Here he is again though, Foden. And out this time by Maguire.
Oh, Christian Fuchs is a lucky boy. He made a complete mess of that crossfield ball. Unless you're absolutely sure you can win it, just stand off Bernardo Silva.
Here's Diaz. Off of Marte, where's it going to drop? Gabriel Jesus coming in. Hamer's in trouble. Gundogan! Maguire there in the last, but it's still on here. Oh! And wide for Bernardo Silva.
Well, Leicester get themselves in a right mess. It's Ben Hamer. He seems worried about actually picking this ball up. There's no communication with Christian Fuchs. The two of them get into a right mess and they just about survive. And Silva's off target. And again for Christian Fuchs, unless you can get to this ball, just stand off your man. It's a comfortable save for Hamer in the end though. And Silva has great balance, great touch as well. The way he strikes that ball is always moving back towards the Leicester keeper. It's a save he should make.
Glimmers. And perhaps should not have been afforded the opportunity. Leicester with some trouble of their own making there. Great want to get away with it. Okazaki robbed. Adebayo. Advantage played here, but Maguire in with the crunching challenge. Iborra. Marte. Here's all Brighton.
That's much better for Iheanacho. You've got to run defenders back towards their own goal. Give your teammates something to hit that ball down the line. Okay, just find him. And they get a throw in a dangerous position high up the field.
Well, maybe be a portent to a Leicester future. His inclusion in the side, see if they can find a combination that really works for him. In Premier League games, naturally that Jamie Vardy isn't tending to get life all his own way these days. Teams doubling up or defending deeper. They provide a key that can help them unlock a few doors that they haven't been able to recently.
Of course, the Leicester plan A has worked so well for so long, but eventually teams do get wise. You need a plan B and C, and maybe that comes from bringing in different personnel to play a different way.
Well, we await January with some interest. A few knocking on the door, hoping to take some of their prize assets away again, of course, as well. Here's Iborra. Jesus sensing a glimmer of an opportunity as Okazaki is here. The offside flag up. Okazaki's still in hot pursuit.
Well, the flag definitely went up and then it quickly went down again. That's what Guardiola's unhappy about.
Referee raising it before he'd realised who had gone on to the end of the through ball, really. And, that obviously a major factor in whether the decision would stand or not. After this, won by Danilo. Kick, Iborra. Now here's Amate. All Brighton's away. They took it out as well. Chilwell can't grow enough. Fuchs. Fuchs can hurl it from these situations. Iborra has taken up an interesting position with his sizable frame. Coming towards. Robayo on the end of it. Fuchs again. In for Chilwell, good steal by Danilo. Gundogan. Okazaki allowed a little glimmer there and was swiftly in with the challenge. He's behind you. Leicester pressure is paid there.
It's the second time in the opening 20 minutes that Leicester put the pressure on when Bravo has the ball at his feet. And that is the sensible thing to do. When City play out to their back four, they can't get close to them, then sit back in your own half. If not, squeeze up the field.
As soon as they gain the foothold in the game, they lose it. And here's Gundogan, who was clipped there, advantage play. Bernardo Silva. Gundogan. Oh! Almost catching Ben Hamer out, but he's able to deal with it. The face actually concerned for a moment.
Is this intentional from Gundogan? He never really looks at the target, but the way he actually shapes. This isn't a cross, he's trying to actually chip the goalkeeper. Once again, Ben Hamer should deal with this. Very nearly made a mess of it, though.
Sometimes it pays to expect the unexpected. Not as comfortable as it might have been for Leicester City's number 2 goalkeeper, Kasper Schmeichel, in the stands tonight. Gundogan. Foden seemed to get a nick off Iborra. come good just after the man who signed him lost his job, Craig Shakespeare. Talk about timing in this game. Actually would have had a settling in process to complete before he could produce his better performances. Oh, Adebayo got there.
He's battling away with Christian Fuchs on the edge of the penalty area there. And actually gets ahead of his man. He should be really hitting the target from there. The wrestling is going on. And his eyes for the ball. Just actually closes his eyes and ducks his head. He keeps his eyes open and just concentrates on the ball. There's a great chance of scoring.
Just having got there, he'll probably feel he should have done better. Modest, eloquent young man by all accounts, who's certainly tapping into the considerable wisdom of Vincent Kompany. There's a real belief at City that there could be an all-English heart to their backline in the years to come, him and John Stones.
He did all the hard work wrestling it away, a much more experienced defender. He made that half a yard for himself, and that's when he actually, as I say, closed his eyes and didn't really look at the ball and focus on where he wanted to head it.